Hello, Phil Thompson with streamingchurch.tv. I've got a little troubleshooting tip for you. Let's say you are at your church and you're in charge of streaming, and you open up the computer and you're going to stream your services live from your church location. You open everything up, you start streaming, your encoder's on, and then things seem to go wrong. You have buffering. People are complaining in the chat room that they can't see the video, or it's freezing, or there's buffering. What do you do? Well, there's a couple things you can quickly do. First of all, go to our main website, streamingchurch.tv. Hover your mouse over streaming resources. There'll be a drop-down menu, and go over to test your speed. Click on that. Now, this is going to open up a page that does require that your Java be up to date, but it's going to give you an opportunity to test your speed from your location to our streaming servers, and it will give you a fairly accurate test. If you use somebody else's test, you could be using a closed system. This is an open system. So this is going to open up, and it's going to tell you your upload speed as well as your download speed. It's going to tell you your quality of service, max pause time, and all that good stuff. So once this opens up, you want to be able to have click to start my speed test. Give it a few seconds or so, and you'll notice, if you can see this, my download speed here at my office is 9.29 megabytes per second. Not too bad. My upload speed is only 2.96 megabytes per second. Now, your upload speed is always going to be a little lower, of course, and there's also some other things on here, but here's what's important. Your upload speed's very important, and you might want to do several of these tests 2 or 3 times in a row just to try to get an accurate reading. If you're encoding at a high bit rate, or at least a bit rate that is close to your upload speed according to this test, you're probably going to have some issues. You're probably going to have some buffering, because bandwidth does fluctuate. And that's another thing to keep in mind, is that if you have lots of people on your network at your church, it's going to shrink your bandwidth some. So be careful about that. And if you're streaming, I would encourage you to kick everybody off the network at your church while you're streaming, or else get a separate network exclusively for streaming. That will cut down on a lot of the problems. There's also some things you need to look at here on this test: quality of service, round trip time, max pause time. And here's one more little tip while we have time here. Make sure you check your CPU. I'm going to open this up here. My CPU is running at about between 30 and 40%. I have a lot of things open here on my computer. The physical memory's pretty high. I would check your CPU, and if you have a lot of things opened, not a good thing when you're doing streaming. So make sure you close everything on your computer. Just have the encoder open, maybe something else, but that can also slow down things and cause buffering. Your CPU, your computer begins to labor. There's other things revolving around that also, resolution, those kind of things. So if you have questions, please feel free to email us, support@streamingchurch.tv. I'm Phil Thompson. Have a great day.